You know, I say this with all due respect, no offense, but I don't want to hear people tell me that, oh, you should choose this service over that service because they're pretty much the same, but one's better than the other. I don't want to hear people say that. Because it doesn't matter which service you would choose, any one of them would make mistakes. Me and my family use Doordash. And it's, very reasonable, very reasonable. Yes, it's got its fees and all that, but it's very reasonable. Here's the thing, though. Doordash or Instacart or Grubhub, they will all make mistakes, like I said. And sometimes those mistakes could surprisingly be beneficial. Like one time when I ordered from Doordash, I got most of my order right except for a few items. So what happened? What happened, you might ask? Well, I let Doordash know that, hey, these items, didn't get delivered, or this wasn't what I asked for. And instead of just refunding me a couple of bucks, credit-wise, they refunded me my entire purchase total. That's right. I got basically back 100-something plus in credits, to use later on, which I did. And then, from then on in, anytime they would mess up, or they wouldn't be able to get me what I was ordering, they would basically give me something of equal value or less, and thus I would have to pay less, if not a little more, or the same, total-wise when it came to my order. Well, for the first time since I used Doordash, at the recommendation of my sisters, for the first time ever, Doordash pretty much screwed me over. Well, at least their driver did. You see, I ordered specific items. I ordered a 24-pack of Coca-Cola. I ordered a 24-pack of Mountain Dew, which the store did not have, so they substituted with a 12-pack of Pepsi, which I'm cool with. I ordered 2 cases of K-Cups of coffee, Folgers Classic Roast, and Starbucks Pike Place. I ordered those. I ordered the goldfish snacks, let me look at the size right now, the 27.3 ounce carton of goldfish snacks. I ordered some El Monterey chimichangas. And I think I ordered something else. I have to look. And one thing about Doordash, and I'm sure Instacart probably does the same thing, is they let you track the person. They let you see that they've arrived at the store, and they let you see that, they're in the process of shopping. Not only are they in the process of shopping, but then afterwards they let you know that they're heading towards your direction. Well, apparently the Doordash person that I got today, and if it's the same person that's doing the shopping now, because I'm using credits, and I'll explain that in a minute, to get my order right this time. But, like I said, usually Doordash, and I'm sure Instacart does the same thing, and maybe even Grubhub, they let you know, when the person arrives at the place you need them to go to, they let you know that they're in the process of picking up your order, or they're shopping for your order, and so on. And then they let you know when they're heading your way. Well, this guy basically got my order wrong. And how did that happen? Well, apparently it showed that he was already in the parking lot. So I'm guessing he was already done with somebody else's order. And then he got mine. And he's like, okay, I'll go back in. He went in, got my order, but for the first time ever, I get a text from the guy, or at least from the DoorDasher, saying that they had to substitute my Mountain Dew with Pepsi, and basically saying that they couldn't scan the stupid thing. And I'm thinking, okay, this is kind of new. They're letting me know that they had problems. That's great. But you shouldn't, use the word stupid in describing what's going on. So that kind of told me something was a little off. Anyway, long story short, the guy finishes the shopping and he leaves the store. And I'm thinking he's going to head straight to my area, right? Wrong. Instead, he goes the opposite direction. He goes in the opposite direction towards Hills Ferry Road. And he turns into a little square, a little parkway, if you will. And obviously he drops off the customer's order there, the one that he already shopped for. Then I'm thinking, I'm looking at this in real time, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, what's going on? Did he forget his wallet? Well, apparently that might have been it, because according to the map, he goes to this destination around Hills Ferry Road, comes back to the store, and then after a few minutes, leaves said store, heads to my place. Now, I'm thinking, okay, what's going on here? And the first thing I can think of is he probably forgot his wallet. Well, that might have been the case, or maybe he was trying to get some smokes. Get a little weed, get a little high, if you know what I mean. No offense. Well, he finally arrives, and he drops off what I think is my order, but then when I look at the picture, because they have to take a picture and send it to you, it's not my order. It's not. And I look down, and I instantly not only know, just by the picture, that, hey, something's not right here, but the moment I look down, after I open the front door and I look down, I can see that, yeah, this is not my order. Apparently, the order I got belonged to somebody else. And that somebody obviously likes a lot of garlic. They obviously like a lot of garlic. So, I went online to Doordash, complained to them, took a picture of the order and the receipt to show them, hey, I'm not making this up. And they basically took that and said, okay, we'll look into it. Obviously, they get the information sent to them so they can figure out so they can see, whether or not you're making things up. And they obviously saw that I didn't make it up, and they said, okay, fine, here's your refund. 87 point something dollars, in credits, around $88 almost. And I figured, okay, I'm going to use that because I want to get what I ordered. I'm not going to be, saddled with somebody else's order who obviously is probably feeling the same way I am. Like, what the fuck? Excuse my language, God, but like, what the fuck? Because, again, it doesn't matter, what delivery service you utilize nowadays. There's always going to be an issue. I mean, heck, months ago, like, I wouldn't say months ago, but I would say about 6-7 months ago, maybe a year ago, we had a lady that would deliver pizza from Mountain Mike's. And she got confused. And she was like a little older, I wouldn't say a little older than my mom, but basically around the same age as my mom. And she got a little confused because she would go over to the house across the street or the houses down the court, on the right. She would do that. She would go and do that. And all because she didn't know exactly where our house was. So, anyway, it's not the first time that things like this happen. And the difference, though, with Mountain Mike's is usually they get our order correct. They usually, most of the time, 90% of the time, get our order correct. This was the first time I've ever experienced anything like this, period. And lately, a lot of places that have delivery services, whether it's Doordash, Grubhub, Instacart, Amazon, you name it, they have had issues with the deliverers, basically the people that, drive the delivery cars. They have had issues with them basically getting the order right. There have been times where people will post on the Newman Neighborhood Watch Facebook page or the neighborhood community page. They will say, basically, long story short, they will say, hey, somebody has my order. Can you let me know where you're at so I can pick it up? Or the person that sees this, will go on the Facebook page and say, hey, whoever you are, your order got delivered to my address by mistake. It's like these people don't get it. It's like when you commit to delivering stuff for a company or on behalf of a company, you are representing that company. When you sign up to be a Doordash deliverer, a Grubhub deliverer, an Instacart deliverer, when you sign up to be an Uber Eats deliverer, when you sign up to be a Lyft or Uber driver, you are committing and agreeing to represent the company respectfully. And you are agreeing to do the right thing. You're agreeing to a commitment to serve the customer. That's what you are agreeing to do. It shouldn't just be about, I don't really care about being with this company. I just want to make a quick buck. It shouldn't matter about that. Making money is great, but it shouldn't matter about that. If you're going to be part of this, you need to commit to it. And if you don't want to commit to it, then don't do it. Don't do it. And also, if you're going to do these kind of deliveries, do not, and I repeat to God, do not, do not do, and I was trying to think about what I was going to say there. I do apologize, but I said do not. If you're going to, commit yourself to, being part of Doordash or Instacart or Grubhub, do not, unless you have true experience, do not commit to doing multiple orders. Don't do that. Because unlike, let's say, Amazon or Walmart or Target or Kohl's or whoever delivers, on behalf of the store, at least they have people there, hopefully. Again, I mentioned there were some instances recently, in the past year as well, where, missed deliveries have happened. But most of the time, they have people that get it right. Most of the time, they get it right, and they know how to handle multiple orders. With Doordash, Instacart, and Grubhub, these are the kind of services to where you can't do multiple orders unless you have it organized straight up in your mind. Unless you can figure out, okay, time to separate this order from that order and be done. And it looks like they are heading my way, finally. But that's what I'm saying. The truth is, if you are not trained to do this, correctly, or you're not organized enough mentally, then don't do multiple orders, okay? Don't do that. Just let let whoever else is in the vicinity that does Doordash or Grubhub or Instacart, let them take it over, not you. And that pretty much will help out in the long run. But yeah, this is the first time, ladies and gentlemen, that I've ever had to deal with something like this, since I've been doing Doordash. Like I said, the first time I ever got a refund, it was only for a few minuscule items that, could have easily been replaced. Not an issue. Not an issue. But what happened instead? They gave me my whole refund back, whole purchase total. And they didn't have to. Here, though, they had to. And I told them, one of the things I told them in the little comment area, is I said, let us know if anything else about what happened. And I said, basically, I think the guy got lost or got confused. And that's the truth. It felt like he got lost and confused or something. Hopefully they talk to him. And they tell him, hey, if you can't do this, don't do it. But yeah, it is just crazy exactly what happened. It's just crazy exactly what happened. But my delivery is about to get here now officially, thank God. And this time around, out of my own pocket, all I had to do was spend 65 cents, not 87. The 87 came from the credits. So let me know. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about this, guys. Let me know if you've ever had to deal with something like this down the line. Love to hear from each and every one of you. And until next time, I am out.